Welcome to Wednesday, everyone. This is the most glorious day of the week. This is where we walk, we talk, and we stretch. All right, so we're going to have a topic that we're going to discuss. And on this recording, watch, it's going to be amazing how everyone keeps their comments to 30 seconds or less. This is going to be groundbreaking. This is revolutionary. A first in Get Moving history. It's going to, just watch, I promise you. Let's warm it up. Let's do this thing. So, recently we had a video about change that happens in life, whether it's expected or unexpected. Let's go forward. And how you have to roll with the punches of change and embrace the change. It may be difficult at first, but you have to stay the course. 3, 2, 1, let's twist it out. My question is to you. What was a change that was happened maybe voluntarily or forced upon you? And how did you eventually see the blessings on the other side of that change? 3, 2, 1, let's go over the top. We're going side to side. I'll give you a demo of how to keep it 30 seconds or less. Watch this, watch this. Hit them with the main topic, which is the actual change. Then you hit them with the one sentence of the emotions you felt, and the following sentence with the positive result. I'm gonna take the lead. Hold on, let's go back and forth, y'all. Back and forth. 3, 2, 1. For me, I lived in New York. Unexpectedly, I had to leave New York. All right, that's the event that happened. I felt lost, didn't know what I was gonna do or how things were gonna work out. That was the emotion. But as a result, I get to wake up every morning with you all. That is the positive result. 3, 2, and 1. I think that was 15 seconds. Hold on.
Wow.
So there was an event, there was an initial emotion, but then with time, there was a positive outcome. So, Sister 1914, 3, 2, 1, let's go forward. 1914 going once, going twice. Let's go to Sister Brooks. 3, 2, 1, show yourself some love.
When we initially moved, we moved to live in a condominium that was everything self-sufficient, but the purchase didn't work out properly. So I ended up having to move here to Gracia. I was very upset, disoriented. We were in a new country, but I get to wake up to this.
Nice. Nice. Ah, Jehovah's blessings. Jehovah's blessings. Listen, y'all, more impressive than the house and the view was less than 30 seconds. That was awesome. That was awesome. Good job, my sister. That's how it's done. 3, 2, 1. Listen. That was a perfect comment. Sister Robinson.
September 23rd.
3,
September 1920. September, yeah, 2023 is what I'm trying to say. I had
it was the 3rd of September, the day you always remember.
I had a car accident.
Okay,
A lady hit me from behind, and now the thing that really hurts me is that I lost the balance of my body.
3,
So I'm locked over to the left side when I walk. But what makes me happy, I can keep going without any instruments to hold me up. And then I was introduced to Get Moving, and that really helped me to be able to move better.
Wow,
And
let's
so
go.
I'm happy.
3,
I'm still moving.
2, 1, let's go. I love it. I love it. We're going to do 2 slow neck circles, nice and easy. We're going to go around, loosen everything up. Sister Finley, Fast Finley. To opposite side.
So several months ago, I got a call from my parents who are in their 80s now, and they live in the States, we live in the DR, and they weren't doing well health-wise. So we've had to make a changed to move back to the States. And after 11 years away from the States, you can imagine the emotions that come with that. And so at first, my husband was like, no, we'll figure it out. But I will tell you, Jehovah's given us so many blessings. And we see it now. My husband is in Michigan, helping his mom, helping my parents. And everything seems to work out right on time. We got a house, we got transportation, we got everything we need. And so, yeah, it's been a challenge. It's been emotional, but we see Jehovah's hand as he cares for us.
Yes. Beautiful, my sister. Yes. Beautiful. That is awesome. That is awesome. Stay in the course. That's awesome. And honor your mother and your father is the first command with the promise. So that it may go well with you and you endure a long time on the earth. So you know that there's special blessings when you fulfill that. So that's awesome. Sister Pratt.
I was able to go to the Hindi congregation. It was a wonderful privilege. Hindi was shut down because it wasn't progressing, so it was a change of assignment. So initially, it really was just like, no, this is beautiful, wonderful. But I'm back in English, and it has just been a beautiful blessing. I get to use our literature, our publications. I can express myself more freely. So it's brought a great deal of joy, and I've really grown very, very close. So a lot of blessings that came with that unexpected change.
I love it. That was an awesome experience and an awesome comment. We know you could, we could probably do a whole interview about that experience, but I like the way you broke that down. Sister Debbie.
Mine is kind of like Sister Finley. I was living with my mom for many years, so that financially it was better for me.
I know the feeling.
She died unexpectedly, and so I had to leave the house and find a new place to live. Never wanted to have a house ever, just whatever, apartment, whatever. Well, because of her, I was able to have a car. Because of her planning, I was able to have a car and a home, so I don't have any car payment or mortgage. So that's been a real blessing for me.
Thank you, Mama. Let's go forward. Thank you, Mama. Thinking forward. Good Lord. Sorry to hear about your loss, but man, isn't it beautiful that she was so thoughtful in that regard? 3, 2, 1. Let's go left and right. Sister Harris.
Well, I was working at a job for 18 years, and I was tired of doing it, and I decided to quit.
2,
and that same
1.
year, my father came to live with me because he has dementia. So I went through all of the stages of grief, including anger, and wondering, okay, now what do I do?
2.
And the blessing was because of his circumstances, learn more about me.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Sister Kula, can you mute real quick? Because y'all talking about who going first and who going second.
I'm sorry.
What's on third?
I am so sorry. I don't even know.
3, 2, 1. Just for the record, who is on first and what is on second? But can you rewind it, my sister? You said your father had to come live with you. You were working a job for 18 years. He had dementia. Then what happened?
Okay, so I quit my job because I was planning to start my own job when he had to come live with me.
1.
So
that was at the same time?
That was at the same time.
Ooh.
And so I went through all of the stages of grief because you do.
Let's roll it up in 3.
And
2,
anger
1.
and resentment was definitely one of them. Because it wasn't something I was expecting to ever have to do. But it has taught me so much about myself.
Do it one more time.
It has taught me about reliance on Jehovah, because I prayed a lot for patience, because he was, and it also taught me to look at the person and not the illness. And so I've met a lot of other people who are in similar situations.
Let's roll it up.
And it's just been great the way Jehovah has molded me, in order to provide care for him. So he'll be 94 this year.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's beautiful, my sister. That's beautiful. Once again, we refer to that scripture as the first command with the promise. So there's a great reward for people who are doing what you do. In the world, it's not the same. When someone starts showing signs of weakness after being taken care of for all these years, a lot of times they don't return the appreciation. Let's go forward. So doesn't mean it's easy by any means, because it's unnatural. We're not supposed to have to deal with Alzheimer's or anything like that. So we appreciate your example. Sister Brunson, show yourself some love.
Well, my experience was raising my daughter as a single parent.
3,
and 2, hoping that
1.
she would embrace the truth. And as a result, she has embraced the truth. And now she's a regular pioneer. I have a granddaughter. She too is in the truth.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice.
No greater cause for joy than to see your kids growing up in the truth.
Yeah.
John 4. Let's go get it. 3, 2, 1. That's better than any amount of money or any worldly success. Just to see your kids saying, "Oh, I love them too. I prayed this morning. I love them too." Ooh. What more can you ask for? 3, 2, 1. Kneel before greatness. We're gonna do our forearm stretch again.
We keep this 30 seconds or less.
You got it. I believe in you.
I used to live in Mexico. Enjoyed it for years.
You say you lived in Mexico?
Yes, for years. So much so that the States felt like foreign to me. Had to come back,
3,
like most of the friends have
2,
mentioned. My mom passed. So I had to come back and take care of some things. But the beauty is I'm now studying with my younger sister.
Ooh-wee!
Yeah.
Oh!
Great.
Man, can you imagine?
Beautiful.
Man, that lemons turn to lemonade. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do 2 slow neck circles again. Remember, we're not trying to be extreme with these. It's just nice and light because of that sensitive area. We're just gonna go around once, go around twice. We're gonna go back the opposite way, nice and easy. Sister Ann Douglas.
Yeah, in the late 80s, I heard the Kingdom Message.
And we're gonna walk it out, shake it out and walk.
2 things that I knew when I heard it is that, number 1, it was the truth. Number 2, I knew I had to fight for it.
Ooh.
So right away, just start studying. The opposition that person came from my family members. In particular, my unbelieving husband, he gave me a lot of havoc about what I was doing. I was raising 4 children, working a full-time job. My Bible teacher finally, told me as I progressed that I would have to, if I started coming to the meetings, I could make more progression. And I asked her, at that time, they were talking 5 meetings a week. And I asked her, I said, how am I supposed to go to 5 meetings, work a full-time job, have an unbelieving husband, trying to raise 4 children? Only thing she could tell me, of course, was you got to rely on Jehovah. Just pray to Jehovah. When I went to my first meeting, I never stopped. Okay, time went on. Children started kind of dwindling away from the truth. Through a divided household, it was really hard. 2 years ago, one of my sons came back to the truth, and now he's being used tremendously in the congregation.
Let's go.
I'll tell anybody, if you just hang in there with Jehovah through opposition, persecution, whatever, Jehovah said if you're loyal to him, he'll be loyal to you.
Amen to that.
Woo-hoo.
I love it. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. All right, Sister Cooley, who's gonna go first? Okay.
Okay. My situation was in 2016.
3,
I lost
2,
5 or
1.
6 of my family members. Pop. These are people that I ate with and played with, lived with.
Oh my
the last a couple of them was tragic. One just didn't go to hospital with pneumonia died. But basically the rest of it was cancer. But anyway, 2 of them I had to walk out of death. But here's the good part. Jehovah sustained me. All that stuff I was getting, all that knowledge I was getting, Jehovah is great. I went to all my meetings. I didn't change my routine. And he carried me through it just like he was carrying me on the wing, because I don't even know how I made it myself. Sometimes if I run across the obituary, I cry for nothing. But
that ain't for nothing.
Me through this, and the resurrection is my hope. So that's that, and that's the great. Jehovah's wonderful.
Amen
and
to
Jay
that.
Could want to say something. I don't know what, but he want to say something.
All right, thank you for sharing.
Nice.
It's time for me?
Yeah.
Okay, I started out, I was from a very big family. It was 14 children in our family.
14.
And so we hardly had enough bread to eat.
I gotta hear this. 14 children. I'm just trying to count.
If you were the last one in line for dinner, you were just the first one in line for supper. That's kind of the way it ran. So,
all right, y'all. We about to wrap this one up in 5. He said if you were the last one in line for,
and I
you actually the first one in line for. My goodness. We're gonna do our calf stretch. We're gonna press one heel down, lean on something, and then slowly allow your body to go forward. Once it gets tight, we're gonna stop. That's it. We're just gonna stop. We're listening, Brother James.
Yeah, so I never heard anything about the witness whenever I was coming up, but I learned about whenever Mary Lim was here, and
3.
So we she was talking to me about religion, and so
switch it up.
And so I kind of got the way she got it, but she got it first, and then later on I studied too, but during the time it seemed like it wasn't hitting me right. Because I seemed like I just couldn't believe that
release it.
Wicked people were going to hell.
Let's go to
burn forever and ever and ever.
Right, so we're at 20 seconds. We're at 20 seconds.
I went on and got baptized and everything. And so I've been doing pretty good ever since that time. And so I think they're fun.
That's awesome. Right. We're proud of you, Brother James. Proud of you, Brother James. That's awesome. 29. Boy, you just beat it. Sister Barbara Guerrero.
That's too fun.
Okay. So 25 years ago, after being married for 10 years, my husband, who was a brother, decided to just leave. So I had every single negative emotion that you could imagine. I had them all. However, Jehovah was very good to me because 17 years later, I married a man who changed my name from Caballero, which means a gentle one, to Guerrero, which means warrior. Yeah. That was prophetic. That was definitely prophetic.
Nice. Wow. Wow. It's amazing how he can turn lemons to lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah. You definitely found your warrior. What an awesome brother. Man, I could tell my whole stories about her husband. Man, when I say he's a real one, I hope y'all get to meet him. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And we're happy to see you just radiate now. It's amazing how when you're going through those dark days, you can't imagine yourself being that happy again. But he's good, and with time things work out. Sister Tanya, let's go knees up again.
So the thing that changed in my life that was thrust upon me was I lost my 3 sisters in a year and 7 months. Just like all 3 of them gone. How it made me feel was after I figured it out, and I relied on Jehovah. I had you all. I had my Christian congregation, and I loved it.
3.
And so how it made me feel was completely sad after I realized, dang, they gone. I can't call nobody and talk to them about mama's stuff and this like that. So what it opened me up to, though, is
watch this. I'm gonna take my toes. I'm gonna lift my toes up.
Said you would get all of these things and because of him.
Slowly slide down my leg.
And they were always there before. They not like I didn't know, but I had my sisters, and some things I didn't have to open myself up to. So I had them all being gone and me having to take that in. It has opened me up to so much.
That toe up.
It's unbelievable the amount of things opened me up to in the Christian congregation and to the Christian people. I've got older sisters. I've got even younger sisters, and I've never had that because I am the youngest. And wow, it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Let's do the calf stretch one more time. We're proud of you, my sister. We hope that this group is able to provide some source of positivity through that dark cloud. I remember that was rough. That was rough.
Wow.
We're gonna go heel down. We're gonna lean forward into the. Remember, once it starts to get tight, just stop right there. We don't have to force it. Sister Ever.
My situation is that 2016, December 2016, my husband and I relocated from Washington State to Tennessee to be with family.
Mm-hmm.
But
let's go forward.
During that, we drove from Washington State to Tennessee. My husband ended up in the hospital from stress. And then we get to Tennessee, thinking the family was going to welcome us with joy. They did not. So we're still kind of like,
Let's walk it out for a sec. Let's walk it out.
We're still kind of like trying to get together with everybody, the family. Mm-hmm. But we're just like outcasts. All my family is here. My husband doesn't have only one sister. But we're here with Jehovah's Witnesses and just having a great time now. Yes. So I got another big family.
That's true. Amen.
I love it. And now we get moving, you have an even bigger family.
Yes.
You got it.
Right.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Listen, babe. Stuff like that. Sister Marson, Minnie Marson.
Good morning, Coach Q.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. So my experience was when my mom passed away in late 2023 at the age of 93. Mm-hmm. She had dementia and was very challenging to deal with. Mm-hmm. She had 3 children. My oldest brother, who's 10 years older than me, he's in his 70s, lived in New York where my mom lived, about a few minutes away. So he had the majority of responsibility, taking care of her, seeing her. My sister, who lives in Orlando, and her husband, they're witnesses. My brother is not a witness. She too, my sister, did a lot for my mom. I would fly in every 45 days. She lived in New York. I live in Florida. I would fly in every 45 days to see her and try to be with her. I think the way the siblings took care of her was impressive to my brother. Including my sister's husband, Brother Roach, who joins us at the 8 o'clock class sometimes. Mm-hmm. I think the way we handled things with my brother, who was an unbeliever, impressed him. Now he's in his 70s and he just started studying.
No way.
Wonderful.
Right.
Yeah. So pretty impressive. He is married to a witness. When he got married, she was not a witness, but she got baptized during, their marriage. Wow. And so we've all been encouraging him, and he finally started his study. So he's been studying for months.
That's awesome.
Let's go. Lemons to lemonade, my sister. That is awesome. 3, 2, 1. Let's take another walk. Sister Gibbs.
Yeah, my mom was a single parent raising 5 daughters. I'm the oldest. I came into the truth as an adult, and none of my sisters did. 2 of them passed away. 3 of them passed away. There's only 2 of us, and my sister is now a auxiliary pioneer.
All right.
That's wonderful.
Wow, that is incredible. Man, thank you for sharing that. And she packed that whole story. I don't know how she did it, but that was because there's a whole lot in there. A whole lot in there.
There's a whole lot in between, but
there's a whole. I like the way you did that. Recording in progress. Remember, if you're watching this recording, that's how you do it. Because I have a cousin that would have been like, it was a Friday. Honey, was it Friday? Was it Friday? Anyway, so I had it on my bonnet. And I was watching TV, and it was The Price is Right, and I was eating my bowl of cereal, and then the phone rang, and I said, "Is that the phone?" He said, "Yeah, that's the phone." Well, then pass it to me. And then he passed me the phone, and then I said, "Hello," and then they said, "We got some news." I said, "Huh." That's what my cousin would do. I don't know anybody up here that would do that. That's what my cousin would do. Look at that.
That's cute.
Sister Abney.
So, several years ago,
We're gonna toss this ball real quick.
my mother-in-law had a stroke, and
Mm-hmm.
we moved her in with us, but she and I didn't have the best relationship.
Mm-hmm.
However, so that was a source of stress for all of us.
5.
So it turns out that she studied the Bible with me and became one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Get out of here. Let's go. Woo, that's lemons to lemonade right there. Let's get it. Thank you for sharing that. Brother Anderson. 5.
Okay, you say we got 30 seconds. I'm gonna do it in 3.
1. We're gonna slide down this leg.
My brother Philip Anderson has joined me on Get Moving.
Let's go!
Awesome.
That is awesome. Now that is a change to celebrate. That is a change to celebrate. Man, it's awesome having both of y'all up here. Are there any more hands? We have what? 2 more minutes? I'll call on somebody randomly. Trust me, we've all been through changes. 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. The bold Sister Graybill. Let's go back and let's go up and down one more time. 15 seconds.
Yeah, a few years ago, I had to have a major heart surgery.
What?
And my cardiologist was like, "Oh no, don't worry. They do this all the time. 90% success rate. Nothing to worry about." And I said, "Well, there is one thing." So I was a little nervous about the whole blood issue with open heart surgery. So
5.
Put it in Jehovah's hands. Short story long. No, long story short.
2.
She found me a surgeon who not only honored my wishes, he came to me with all the non-blood options.
Whoa.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And
he
then
came to you with all the knowledge he had about bloodless surgery.
Yes.
My Lanta.
The blessing of it was
3.
The hospital liaison brother didn't know it, so we got him in touch, and so he's been able to help more of our brothers and sisters.
Wow. You want to talk about lemons to lemonade? That is a blessing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk it out one last time. Sister Blackman. Man, what an encouraging day. My goodness. Shout out to my sister for giving me this topic for this morning.
Kelly.
Kelly.
That's Sister not Ebony.
After 20 years, I lost my job. I didn't know how I was going to survive. And my sister-in-law reminded me that Jehovah owned all the banks. Well, the good thing that came out of it, I was able to begin to pioneer working part-time. And that was 22 years ago.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. That's definitely, like I said, lemons to lemonade. Lost the job, but it enabled her to pioneer for 22 years now. Sister Sonia Wilson.
About 33 years ago, I moved from New York to South Dakota to help with The Need is Great. And I was there for a lot of years and then had to recently move to Florida. So it was a little bit of a mourning, had to leave grandkids behind. But it has been a blessing. Jehovah has helped us, and we had left the treasured assignment, got another assignment. So Jehovah's been helping us.
Beautiful. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. The as we can see, the pattern is we're in a relaxed, consistent spot. There is a drastic drop of circumstance and emotion. When you're here, you can't imagine, you cannot possibly imagine what this side of that ditch can look like. We just have to give it the time to let him work it out. It just, you have to stay the course, and knowing that, I mean, how many stories have we heard? And as we read, hold on, hello.
Over there.
Somebody's having a little party.
Where the pile is.
Sister Sharon Robinson, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good. So on the other side, things do smooth out. We just have to stay the course. I mean, with Joseph, he had this crazy drop, and then it came up, and then it smoothed the course. With Moses, everything was changed, but then it comes up, and it's like, it's just a pattern. We have to see it through. Great job, everybody. That has been 30 minutes. I appreciate all of your encouraging comments, but we're going to wrap this one up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We just got. Great job, y'all.
Thank you.